and again the proud owner of Cannabis. I'm very nervous, so excuse me, I'm going to read a little bit of what I wrote. As we celebrate our holiday and our youth freedom here in Colorado, my plea to all of you is to remember, we're not done yet. Our fight is not over. Medical marijuana is not enough. State adult use is not enough. As long as people are sick, dying, and in prison today over prohibition of the plant, we must continue to fight to correct one of the most hazardous, immoral mistakes in our country's history. As an American mother and grandmother, I cannot be satisfied by prohibition to continue to destroy the lives of our children. Not only are our children being prescribed various harmful pharmaceuticals today more than ever, the bigger tragedy is all the children forced to grow up parentless due to the war on cannabis. Children continue to be ripped from their parents' arms because of hormones. Parents are being taken away from their babies because of policies that were intended to hurt and hinder us on purpose. As a victim of the war on cannabis since my childhood, I can tell you it's a burden no child can bear, and one that does not go away with age. The pain and consequences for our children in this will never go away, so we have to do all that we can today to prevent our youth from dealing with this war. I want to introduce my Aunt MaryJane, who's touring with us on the cannabis. So here's MaryJane.
I'm MaryJane from the state of Kentucky. I'm MaryJane from the state of Kentucky. Kentucky is a police state Bible belt. 19 years ago, legislature police and the marijuana task force came to our house on Sunday afternoon, and after a 7-hour standoff with helicopters over our heads, so close that the leaf was cut off the tree. Gary Shepard was a Purple Heart Vietnam War veteran, a cripple that used marijuana for his medicine. He had 13 plants growing in his garden that day. They brought in the Kentucky State Police, the law enforcement of Mount Vernon, the National Guard, the Black Hawk helicopters, and the 10th Squad to come into my house on Sunday when they needed to be in church talking to my Father God who is in heaven, who has been with me for the last 20 years, really been with me all my life. They shot and killed him with non-explosive bullets in front of his son, Jacob, who was 4 years old, and they grazed me in the head with a bullet. He died instantly. I've had to live for the last 20 years raising his son, who has been defeated since they made him watch the most horrible murder that I ever witnessed in my life. After they killed him, there was no charges brought against me from that 13 plant, and as I was there on that property that day, they called myself and my son a hostage, being held by a crazy Vietnam War veteran that smoked the devil weed. Well, I'm here from Kentucky to say it's my father's weed, and he calls it the cannabis plant. And he has built me to stand here and say my name's MaryJane, and I'm defending his plant. He said it will heal the nation. He said it will heal our people. And my Father God says to me, let MaryJane go. Let her place. Let my people go and let my plant grow. Amen. Throw my hands up in the air. Hallelujah. He said my people will hear my voice and will not follow another. This is about love and evil, good and evil. God says the love can conquer the evil, and I'm on the cannabis bus with my son, who is now 23 years old, not 4 years old, and I had to be the mama and the daddy to him, except I have an older son who took responsibility guilty of being my son's father after they killed him in front of my son. And my older son had a heart attack 2 weeks ago because his stress level is so high because he and his brother are on a green bus that says Canada's freedom on it. And we're going to do this until there is a change in the federal law because the people need to stand up and say this Constitution out of that closet and bring MaryJane out and mention you because Constitution of the United States of America.